Learning more about the former model and restaurateur B. Smith, who has Alzheimer's and went missing last night.
She turned up today in Manhattan. CBS2's Carolyn Gusoff was there when her frantic husband got the good news.
It's the best gift I could have. Just the thought of her not being around is... I'm speechless.
Dan Gaspy was sick with worry. His wife, B. Smith, the famed restaurateur, designer, and model, never arrived at their Sag Harbor home last night. After 18 hours missing, their daughter phoned with heart-stopping good news.
She's in the city? I'm just so happy I just want to hug her, and I just want her back home.
65-year-old Smith found alive at La Parisienne restaurant with blisters on her feet after a night of wandering through brutal weather. She went public just months ago on the CBS Evening News with a troubling diagnosis, early onset Alzheimer's disease. The disease caused memory loss and confusion for years.
Do you know the date today? How about the year? And what does that feel like?
Things like that make me very sad.
It's a terribly helpless feeling for the family, for me personally, when I heard that she couldn't be found.
Smith boarded the Hampton Jitney Tuesday afternoon on 59th Street. Gaspy waited here in Sag Harbor, but she never arrived at their meeting point. He spent a frantic night and day on the phone with police amid reports of sightings in Southampton.
She has challenges, and she's never, she's not the typical person that walks off. She's the nicest human being in the world.
Her family has learned she never made it to Long Island. She got off a bus on 40th Street, somehow made it to Staten Island, then back to Manhattan, walking through the night. She has no memory of where she was.
6 out of 10 patients with Alzheimer's will wander at some point, and if they're not found within 24 hours, up to half will suffer either death or serious injury.
At their Sag Harbor home filled with photos of a trailblazing career, her husband is overcome with relief.
And I don't know how she got back to the city, but she's back in the city, and that's all that counts.
And says this will be the best Thanksgiving of his life. In Sag Harbor, Long Island, Carolyn Gusoff, CBS 2 News.
Thank goodness. Well, the $60 B. Smith had with her at the start of the trip is also missing tonight.